welcome to my channel Rhiartsy. I'm Rhiann and I have filmed myself creating this mouth. It's actually going to be a part of a larger project of my own, but I thought I would film this section for you guys to follow along. So it's freeform crochet for myself, and all I've done to make it easy or easier for you to follow is narrate my stitches and voice my thoughts in the hopes that you'll end up with something similar at the end of the video. So to follow along, you're going to need 3 shades of yarn, and I've used DK weight yarn. So long as the yarn that you've chosen is the same weight and thickness, you'll be fine, okay? So black, white and grey, 2mm hook, a pair of scissors and a darning needle, and you are good to go. I also use US terminology, so bear that in mind. Yeah, so here is the other section that I've already done, and I'm very eager to finish this video, share it with you so that I can continue working on this little project and definitely share it with you next week. Any questions or suggestions for future videos, just leave them in the comments below, and I would really appreciate it if you would follow. Is it follow or subscribe? I think it's subscribe, isn't it, on YouTube? Yeah, subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, so we're going to start by creating this part of the tongue, okay? And then we'll build up from there, and then maybe do the teeth separately. So if you grab your grey, and we can, get started. So here we go. I'm going to start by doing a couple of chains. So I'll do a little slip knot. Here we go. Right. Let me see. So I'm going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just, and I'll do another 3. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me see. Okay. And then I'm going to do another 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now I want to go into the 4th chain from hook. So we're going to do a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. Double crochet. There we go. And let's go all the way across to the other side. So we'll do another double crochet here. Another double crochet. Double crochet all the way across. There we go. Double crochet. Double crochet, and I've got 2 more chains, so 2 double crochets. Oh, I can't get that in. There we go. So that is what we've got. Okay, so next we're going to be working along the underneath of those, the other side of those chains. So, right. Let me just see. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go straight in to the underneath and do a half double crochet to begin with. So I'm already underneath. There we go. Half double crochet in that one. And I'm going to do, in the same back side of the chain, I'm going to do a single crochet increase. Okay. There we go. And now I'm just going to work my way across. So if we do let's do about 8. Hang on. So single crochets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, keep going. 6, 7, and then 8. That is a back loop of one of the chains, but that's totally fine. So yeah, well, one of the loops of the chain, so that's 8 in there will be great. And then we'll do another, we'll grab another one of those little loops from one of the chains and do a single in there. And another in that last one there, okay? So another single crochet. All right then, okay. So next, let's yarn over and we'll go in for a half double crochet in that next stitch. Half double crochet. And let's do another one. Yeah, so that's an increase in the same space. There we go. Right. Okay, in the next stitch, let's do a single crochet. And again, another single in the next one. And then as it's coming down here, so hopefully you can see there that we've made it sort of, yeah, we want it to come a little bit lower here. So I'm going to go in for 2 slip stitches. So in the next one, let's do a slip stitch. And then in the next one, we'll do another slip stitch. Then we'll chain 1 because we want to make that come up a bit higher now. So let's work our way back up to larger stitches or taller stitches. So in the next one, we'll go in for a half double crochet. Whoop, there we go. And then a double crochet increase in this one. So I'm just doing that. And then I think, let's have a look. Yeah, we can fit one more. So in the next one, we'll do a double crochet. Right, then what I want you to do is if you do a chain 1 like that, we're just going to work into the stem of that last double crochet. And what I mean by that is just pop your hook in. We'll do single crochet. So pop your hook into the stem of that double crochet and just work a single. And then we'll just do it again. Another one right next to it. So that's another single. All right. And then you know where we actually did that double crochet? We're going to pop another single in the same space. Here we go. So that's another single. And then I think that's fine. And then what we can do is in the next stitch, we'll just do a slip stitch. There we go. And that's what we have got so far. So I'll just cut that out. I'll just cut that off, pull through, and we can just tuck that out the way. There we go. So now we want to grab our black yarn and we're going to do a couple of stitches all the way around that. As you can see here, there's, yeah, we can get at least some singles underneath there, that'll be fine, and increase to larger stitches up here. What we'll do, if we start to the right hand side, okay, so if I move that aside a minute so you can see what I'm doing. Right, okay, so I'm just going to, so there it is, I'm going to switch it that way and I'm going to pop my hook in, let me just see, about here. There we go. So if you want to join your black yarn roughly about there, that would be great. So pull your black yarn through. There we go. Let's do a chain 1 and I want you to do a single in the same space as we joined. And then we'll do a single in the next one. And then we can get some larger stitches in now. So I'm going for a half double crochet in the next. And I'm going to do that as an increase. Here we go. Now I'm doing it as an increase just to make working around that corner nice and easy. If I didn't do an increase and I carried on across, my work will start to sort of curl, you know. The more you do, the more you'll get used to adding an extra stitch here or there. Okay, so right, anyway, I'm waffling. So let's do a double crochet in the next stitch and I'm going to do a double
an increase in that stitch as well, because you can see it's leaning to the one side and I don't want to force it around. And if I forced it around like that, by just continuing, it's going to curl. So I've just repeated myself again for you, sorry. So that's why I do some doubles here and there, or increases here and there, sorry. There we go, right. So we can do pretty much doubles all the way across here. Double crochet in that one, and double crochet in the next, double crochet in the next one, and just sort of, you know, as we get closer to those slip stitches that we did here, just, you can either go in through both of them to sort of really stick the hook in there, or you can go in a back loop, whatever works for you really. So I'm just checking that my work isn't too tight. If you feel like that's going to be a little bit too tight for you and your work will curl, pop another stitch in, okay? But here we go. I'm going to just go straight into that slip stitch with another double crochet. Here we go. Well, you can see there, see my work there? It's starting to curl a bit. It's okay, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I'm going to pop in another double crochet in there in that same slip stitch. So as we go along, you might, it depends, because obviously my tension is completely different to yours. You'll have to just sort of play it by ear and just, yeah, keep sort of lying your work flat and making sure that it's laying as flat as possible. So, okay, next one. So we've got that other slip stitch there. I'm going to pop one in there, a double crochet. Let's pull it through. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm fine now. So, and here we go. So that stitch is very tiny. I'm going to stick one in there as well. Get it in. I think that was the chain one that I did actually, but doesn't matter. There we go. Double crochet in there. And double crochet in the next one, double crochet in the next one. Ooh, there we go. We just get some more yarn, and here we go. Keep on going. Double crochet in the next, and double in the next. All right, that's how it's looking so far. It's a bit difficult to see with the black, but hopefully you'll be able to figure it out. Take your time. Right. Now what I want to do is these little, I don't know, what were they? Single crochets across here that we did into the stem and all along there. I'm going to do a double crochet into that first single. All right. Like that. And what I'm going to do is do what we did on this part here, where we work into that stem, okay, of that literal double crochet that we just did. So I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to go into that into the stem of that double crochet with a single. I'm going to pop two in there, two singles into that stem. All right, and then into that next single crochet here. So there we go, can you see? That's where I'm going to pop another single crochet. And I like doing that because it just helps keep the shapes that you're crocheting. So yeah, if I just sort of show you here, there we go. So it's, even though we've got plenty of room here for black, it does go out this way a little bit. So I kind of want it to kick out a little bit. So that's why I do that. It's good for the corners and things like that. Anyway, right, okay. Continue now with single crochets, because look, it's not much space there to play with. So what have we got? I've got another stitch there, so I'm going to pop a single into there. Now it's going to look a little bit weird and dodgy underneath there. It does for me, but you can sort of see here that I'm just going to pop it in anywhere like that, and a single. Okay, so single, and that looks like a normal-ish stitch. So I'm going to pop another single in there, and then I'm coming underneath now. So I might just do this one as an increase because it's going around that corner, and again, I want to give myself a little bit of leeway so that it doesn't pull the work too much. There we go. Right, so that was an increase 2 single crochet increase there. And then I just want to do singles all the way across and then slip stitch to finish off. So here we go, single crochet, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm coming to the end now, so that's 7, and you can see there's a little tiny stitch. I am going to pop one in there. I'm going to, oh, there we go, single, so that's about 8, and then I'm going to just do a slip stitch. Let me just check it actually if I can carry on. No, I'm just going to slip stitch. So slip stitch and cut, pull through, and then we're just going to tuck it behind. There we go. Right. Okay, what we're going to do, so I've got my work upside down now, so that's where we just finished off with our slip stitch and cut off, yeah? And I counted 7 stitches back. So you'll just see here now, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've got my hook in the 7th one. Grab your black and we'll re-add it. So pull it through like this, right? Chain 1, single straight into the next one. Okay, and then half double crochet, whoops, half double crochet in the next and slip stitch in the next one, and then just cut it off. I know it might seem pointless, but I think it's, yeah, it was necessary. Okay, right, there we go. So it's just added a little bit of a bump there. All right, okay, right, next. Right, we're going to add our grey again. So grab your grey. Okay, and if I just show you on the picture here, I just want to add a couple of grey stitches along the bottom, not all the way across because there's nothing to that part, so just sort of halfway. All right, but so this is yeah, the tongue that we've done so far, and this is where I'm going to be attaching. If you turn it to the side, I'll just move that out the way, and that's where I want to attach the grey. So if you do the same, and don't panic too much if you can't see exactly what I'm doing, or where, if you're panicking over like, oh no, I don't know what stitch it is, don't worry about that too much, because this is only for you to learn and to see what I do and to try and get something similar at the end of it. So yeah, and by just doing it as you think, it sort of brings a little bit more freeform and originality to your own piece, doesn't it? So there. Sorry, I'm waffling. Okay, so let's do a chain 1, and I'm going to do a single into the same space that we attached. There we go. Oops, there we are. And then I'm just going to do a couple of singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just keep on going, 4, 5, 6, I think 6 will be good. All right, like that. Let's just chain 1, and we'll skip 1 and just slip stitch into the next. So you're just skipping a little space, and I find when you do that, the work just lies a little bit flatter. Not the work lies flatter, the stitch just sits nicer, looks nicer. I don't know, that's what I'm doing, so yeah, you can just try. Okay, here we go. So that's what it's looking like so far. So now I'm going to start making or adding some of the teeth along the top here. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start from. So this is where this is one of the little places that we slip stitched, and that's where we actually went into. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm 8 stitches from that point here, okay? So if you grab your grey, and we'll add that in there. So, right, let's pop that through, pull it through. And what I want you to do is chain 1 and single into the same space where we added. In the next one, we'll do a half double crochet. Whoops, hang on, try that again. Half double crochet in the next one. There we are. Okay, and then I just want you to do chain 2, and then in that same space where we did that half double, just do a little slip stitch. All right, okay, let me just see. Right, then in the next space, next stitch, sorry, let's do a slip stitch. All right, and I want you to do chain 2, yarn over, and we'll do a half double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the next, whoops, double crochet, and let me just double check. We'll do a double in the next one. All right, and then what I want to do is chain 2 again, sorry, and slip stitch into where we just did that double. All right, slip stitch into the next. Okay, and then chain 3. All right, and double crochet into the next stitch. Let me just check what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll work, my plan. Hang on. I think so. Right, okay. And we'll do a half double, sorry, a double in the next one. All right. Let me just see. Right, what I want to do is this little, hang on, that little bump by there, or that little bit there of the tooth. I'm going to just create that now, hopefully. So we'll do that by chaining 1. And I want to slip stitch into the side of that last double crochet, like that. Chain 1, and then go back into the stem and do a single crochet, and I'm just going to pop a slip stitch in it to finish it off, and then just hide it out of the way. All right, okay, so let me see, I'm going to get my darning needle and I'm going to add using my black yarn, I am going to stitch this section together. All right, so it's going to kind of look like that. So I've just put little knots in the bottom of it, and I'll just thread it. Right, just move that. Okay, so I'm just going to push it through the back, anywhere sort of in between that V. Pull it through quite gently, so I might pull the knot all the way through. There you go. And I just want to go into the side of the right tooth like that, and then I'll just bring it back up and over and connect it to the other side like that, and then I can sort of go over it again. So I might just go like that and back down. I might just go back down so it creates a bit of a nice line. There we go, like that. Next, we're going to grab our black yarn and we're going to join it on the right hand side and just continue all the way across until we get to this side. So if I just pop it on the picture so you can have a little look. This is my little guide. I'm going to join it about by here, and yeah, I've got plenty of room by here, so I'll stop around about there. So if I just pop my hook in here, move that aside just so you can see, that's where I'll be joining it, and it's actually just one up from where we did a slip stitch there. Okay, so join your black and just do a single crochet, not single, I keep doing that, I meant chain. And then in the next stitch we'll go into a single crochet. All right, there we go, and then single into the next, and then single in the next one. Now let's do an increase in that one, so another single. Right, here we go. Now let me just double check with my photo. Yeah, plenty of room. Okay, so in the next one, yarn over and go straight into a half double crochet. In the next one, a double. Okay, here we go, double crochet. So I'm getting close to the first tooth there. Do a double in the next one. And honestly, don't panic if you're not quite at the tooth yet, okay? Just do another double until you get to around about the same part as me, okay? I'm going to do an increase next to that one because you can see there my stitches are leaning to the right, and I just want to bring that up a little bit to stop my work from curling. Here we go, so that's my increase. There you go, it's a bit more upright now so I can carry on top of the teeth. Okay, so let me just check. Okay, right then, so I'm not going to work, well that was I think some sort of like chain, okay? I can't remember, but I'm just going to ignore that little loop there and go straight into that one, but I want to go in with a half double crochet, so popping it in there. Hang on, I've got an itchy eye. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So half double crochet, there we go, so that's in the top there, and I'm going to do the same again next to it. So I mean, if you think, well, my stitches look a bit weird, but I'm just going to push my hook in, it seems to go in okay. Half double crochet again, and again in the next one. Again, now these might be, I don't know, funny, I can't remember what we did already. So I'm just sort of forcing my hook in between or underneath the yarn, and you can just do the same, but I'm squeezing in another half double crochet there as well. Right, now in that little dip, see a little dip by there, you know, it's not very big, I'm gonna pop a double crochet right into that. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm yarning over, and just sort of in the center where we probably did that slip stitch, I'm just going to push my hook in and do a double crochet there, like that. And then okay, so you can see here there's some change that we did for the other tooth here, that one. All right, and I'm just going to go into a half double crochet, and I'm just going to poke my hook in between the chain stitches there and just pull it through and finish the stitch half double crochet. So that's how it's looking so far. All right, now okay, we're going to carry on, half double crochet in that first stitch of that second tooth. There we go, and I might make that an increase just in case I just feel like it was a bit too tight already. There we go. Right, that's an increase. Half double crochet in the next. I think my belly just rumbled then. I hope we didn't hear that. And then I'm gonna, so again here, I don't know, maybe if that's like a slip stitch of some sort, but I'm just gonna squeeze one in by there anyway. So I'm gonna do a half double, and it's not easy. I'm finding I might have to go in there just into one of the loops, which is fine. So half double crochet, there we go. Now I'm going to do a single into that. Now that was where we did the surface stitching. So I'm just going to just pop my hook in and just do a single in there. So I can carry it on nicely. There we go. All right. And yarn over, and then I'm going to go into that chain there. And then I think it's a chain because it doesn't feel right, and do a half double crochet. There we go. In the next one, yarn over. I might go into a back loop, but just fit the stitches in where you can. And this is going to be a half double crochet as well. There we go. All right, I'm going to do an increase in that one as well. So pop another one in if you feel your work is a little bit tight. There we go. All right, that's how it's looking so far. Okay, in the next one, a half double crochet. Again, these are really weird stitches. They're not, they're like kind of more like slip stitchy feeling, or chains or whatever. Half double crochet in that one, and just do your best as you're working around that little lump that we added, a little extra bit by here. So I'm just gonna pick up little loops. They might be just little single loops like that. And I'm going to pop a single in that one and just gently work my way around. Try not to go, I'm going to go through 2 loops, because you might lose that extra section that we've added, you know, by covering it with the black. So maybe sort of twist it and go in from behind a little bit, you know. So I'm going to pop another one, another single, and you can really see I'm forcing that in. There we go. And by going behind, it leaves that little loop there. So yeah. Right, okay, that was a single. Now let's have a look. Now, do I want to pull it across? So hang on, let me just check it with my photo a minute, my little template. All right, doesn't have to be perfect, just want to get it to look a little bit, yeah, I'm going to go down there actually. Yeah, right, okay, hang on then. Okay, so that little section here, I'm going to just pick up some more of the loops and squeeze in where I can another single crochet, and I'm going to do another one. See this little bit here where we connected it to the black? I'm putting another single in there as well, and there we go. Right, and now I'm just going to slip stitch. So I'm leaning those singles against that black there, like so, and I'm just going to see where my hook naturally wants to go, and I'm popping it in there, and that's where I think it will join quite nice, and then slip stitch. Do you see? So I'm just going to cut that. Oh, I haven't got my scissors out. Hang on. Hang on. Here they are. Right. Cut that. Pull through, and then you can tuck that behind. There we are. Right, so that's it so far. Looks weird, I know, but hopefully it'll look good at the end. Right, so I'm just going to pop that on there. The teeth look a little bit gappy, but it'll be okay. Right. Okay. Right, so when I see sort of mixes like that, I'll just probably use black and the grey and crochet with the 2 yarns. But for now, because I can add little flecks of colour in, or shades in, later as surface stitches, so I might just stick to this section being black, but with this section, to get the shape of the lip there, I'll do, yeah, with the both yarns, both shades I should say. Okay, right, so, let me see. Right, where we sort of, where the first 2, I know that's like an extra little bump of tooth there, but these 2 here, where we did that surface stitch, just above it, that's where I'm going to add some more black. So let's do that together. So grab your black yarn. and then, yeah, pull it through. Okay, and now I'm going to start making the shape of the lip. Or try. We will do it. So chain 1, okay? And now in the next one, I'm just going to do a single to start with. Right, pulling that, there we go. In the next one, I'm going to go straight up to a double crochet. There we are. Double crochet. And let me just double check. Yeah. And then next one, a double crochet increase. So increase in that one, double crochet, and again in the same stitch. Right. Right, okay, in the next stitch, let's do another double crochet. That's looking good. In the next one, another double crochet. Let's see, there we go. And I'll just show you what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm thinking actually I might sort of turn the work and then treat that as the next sort of side. And what I want to do to continue working along there is do a chain 1 and use that stem, okay, to work into. So I'm going to do a yarn over and half double crochet into that stem of the double crochet, right? And I'm going to do in the next one, again in that stem, do another half double crochet. All right, yarn over. In the same stitch where we joined that double crochet, stick another half double crochet in there. All right, there we go. Nice. Now let me just check. Yep. See, it's yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a bit low. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I think that's all right. I may as well go all the way down to here actually. So let's continue. Half double crochet in the next stitch. Now again, I don't mean to repeat myself. If you're not at this point, you just got to keep on going and add extra stitch here and there to sort of catch up. I mean, I know I'm not giving you exact points of where to actually join the yarn and you're doing it by eye, but so yeah, you'll hopefully be able to follow along okay. But you know, if you're a stitch out here or there, just yeah, catch up a little bit with an extra stitch, okay? Okay, half double crochet in that next one, and then half double crochet in the next, and again in the next one. Oh, now, yeah, so again, I'm getting to that point, and if you get to stitches like that, just got to stick it in there, because it's quite, yeah, there might be slip stitches or things like that. In the next one, I'm going to do another half double crochet, and again, it's pretty tight. You might be able to hear it. I'm going to do an increase in that one, so I'm just going to stick my hook in and do another half double crochet, and then go down to single crochets. So single in the next, and I can fit another one, so I'm going to pop another single in there, and then I'll just slip stitch into maybe the first stitch of that grey, just to finish that off and double check that it's okay. Is it a bit wiggly? No, it's okay. Right, cut, pull through, and let's have a look. Just hide it behind. Okay, so that's how it's looking so far. Okay, now I'm gonna use the both yarns now. So I want you to get your grey and get your black, and we're gonna crochet with the two yarns, okay? But let's add, so let me just give you a rough place to add yours. So you know this little tooth here at the end, if we sort of just go up above it like that, let's just pop our hook there. All right, that's where I'm going to add the two shades, or the two yarns. There we go. Oops, I split the yarn a bit, never mind, it's fine. There we go. Now let's do a chain 1 to get going. In the next one, we'll do a single. You just see. Yeah. In the next one, we'll do a half double crochet. All right, half double. And I'm going to do an increase, so put another half double crochet in there as well. There we go. Marvellous. Right, half double crochet again in the next one. So pop another, oops. And do you know what? Sometimes you might end up pulling, because we're using the 2mm, sometimes you might just pull up one. It doesn't really matter. In fact, I think it doesn't matter. I'm just going to carry on. So I effectively just use the grey then, but it doesn't matter what you do. I just carry on when things like that happen. So that was a half double crochet. Yarn over. Oh, there we go. Half double crochet. Okay, so as you get close to where we joined the black, which for me is there, all right, I want to start bringing them down a bit. So I think in the next one I'm going to go straight down into a single crochet, all right, and then slip stitch into the next, like that, all right, and just see how that is, and do another slip stitch in the next one. Oh, there we go. So let's cut that, pull through, and let's see how that's looking. That's it so far. Right, I think we can just add a bit more black now to the right hand side, and just sort of, yeah, so that it looks a bit nicer there, I think. But yeah, okay, right. So grab your black, and we're going to, let me just show you. So I'm going to add, I know I could go from down here, but I'm just gonna keep it simple for a moment and go to the right. So sort of line it where the top of that, where the right hand side of the tongue is, sort of go across, and that's roughly where I'm putting my hook, where I'm going to attach. Okay, there we go. So attach my black like so, and start with a chain 1 and single straight into the next. There we go, single in the next one, half double crochet in the next one. Make that an increase, I think, as you're coming up and around. So an increase half double crochet in the next one, and as you get closer, I've got one more stitch here, so I'm just going to pop a half double crochet in there. And what I want to do is, I want to lean it across, so that means naturally skipping maybe one stitch in this case, but I'm just trying to figure out whether I need to do an increase. I'm just going to not do one. So I'm going to skip this little stitch here. If you lean your stitches across, mine wants to go in there, and it's just basically skipping that chain that we did there, and I'm just going to finish it off like that. So cut, pull through, and there we go. Right, and then we just double check that. It's a little bit of a dip there, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Right. Okie dokie. So I think I do want to get rid of that. So I might just see where it dips in there. Just want to get rid of that. So maybe that's where we slip stitch into 1, 2, 3 stitches back. Let's do a couple of little stitches. It'll bug me. So join your black, chain 1, go straight into the next with a single crochet. Don't have to be very big. Another single. Oops. Oh, hang on. I whacked my light there when I was unraveling my yarn a bit. Okay, so that was a single. Now where we did that slip stitch, I'm going to use it as a space to do a stitch. So another single, like so, and I'm going to do an increase. There we go. And then I'm sort of, well, it's like a little, I'm skipping that little section, again leaning it across and popping my hook in there to do a slip stitch. Hang on, I'll do that again because it's a bit, my hook's caught on something. Okay, try again. Right, here we go. There we go, stick it in like that. And yeah, pull through, there we go, slip stitch. Okay, cut that off. That's better, the dip is gone, I like it. Right. So there we go, that's how that, so that was just, you can see there where we added it and where we finished off. Right, okay, there we go. I'm just going to quickly flip the work over. I've already started knotting the back a bit. Now you don't have to do this, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes just to hide or get some of my little strands out the way, I'll just do a little double knots like that and snip them out the way. Now, like I said, you don't have to do that. I'm just doing it just to make it easier to show, to use my template and do a tutorial at the same time without having to move all of my yarn out the way. So, but, I don't know, there you go. Just wanted to show you what I do. They're all out of my way now. There. So now I don't have to keep on, yeah, just make it a bit easier to carry on. So I'm going to add a little bit more black to this side of the mouth. So to the right, let me just turn my work to the side here of the tongue. I'm just going to pop my hook in around about here. Grab my black yarn, and then let's just do a couple more stitches. Here we go. So chain one and single in the next, yarn over, and we'll do a half double crochet in the next and the one next to that as well. So a half double crochet in the next one, and then we'll do one more half double crochet in the next stitch, and then oops, oh, there we go, and then a single in the next one and another single in the next one. And then what I want to do is skip a stitch, and I'm just going to, yeah, skip a stitch and then slip stitch. There we go. And that's what I'm going to do. And cut, pull through, and tuck it behind. There we are. Now I want to, yeah, do these, well, they're like the bottom, they're the bottom teeth, they are. So let's just flip our work upside down. Okay, here we go. Right, now I'm going to start with the white yarn, so grab your white yarn. Right, here we go. There we go. So underneath where we did these grey stitches, I just want to, yeah, so we got where we joined it here, 1, 2, 3 stitches ish up, yeah, that's where I'm going to join my white yarn. There we go, pull it through just to get going, and we just chain one. In the next one we'll do a single crochet in the next one, and then yarn over, and let's do a half double in the next. Okay, and then do a single in the same stitch that we just did that half double, and then a single next to it, Okay, and then where that grey was a slip stitch, where we slip stitched, just pop it next to them. We'll do another slip stitch with the white, like that. And let's do a slip stitch in the next one as well. And then chain 1 and single in the next stitch, like so. I'm just trying to make this a little bit jaggy looking, and I can go in after with some grey to sort of split it up a little bit to create these little shapes. So, but I'll just do what I can. Right, what I want to do next, I think, is in the next one do a slip stitch. So slip stitch that, like so. Maybe my stomach's rumbling. Okay, anyway, yeah, cut that, and we're going to just put a little bit of grey there, may as well. So hide that white behind. Now grab your grey yarn, and let's just pop a little bit by there. So where we did well, we can sort of go, that's a slip stitch with the white. Let's get a back loop from the one stitch behind that. Add your grey, chain 1, and then where we did that slip stitch, I'm just going to go into that, or as close to that space as I can, with a single, and then a single in the next one, and maybe a slip stitch in the next, like that. So let's, yeah, cut that off. Hide it, can't get it. There we go. Right. Now, where we did those grey stitches, how about we pop the white in there? So grab your white yarn, pull it through, and we can do a chain 1 and single into that same space where we joined. All right, and then pop another single in that grey, and then slip stitch where we slip stitched the grey. There we go. And then I think what I might do is keep it like that a sec, grab your grey yarn a minute. Right, I've got my grey yarn as well, and what I want to do, I'm going to use my finger just to hold the tail of the grey yarn so that I can use both the white and the grey in the next bit. So all I want to do is go into do a single crochet with both of those yarns, okay, like that. And now there we go. Then drop the white, and then in the next one let's just do a slip stitch like so. All right, let me just see. Yeah, I think that's fine. And I'm just going to cut that grey, pull it through, and then tuck it behind. I might even just go one up, you know, sort of, yeah, not put it through the same one, but just go one up, put it through. I don't know, it might look good. That one's already behind, so I'm just going to cut the white. Oh, missed it. There we go. All right, so it's looking a bit messy, but I'm hoping it'll all come together at the end. Right, so I'll just flip it around again, just so I can see what I'm doing. That's not bad. Yeah, okay, so now I want to do some grey to fill in this gap here, okay? But I'm going to start, I'm going to join it around about here though. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so how about in those stitches there, we just add our grey before we join that white on that last row. So join your grey. There we are. Chain 1, and in that joining stitch here, or chain 1 that we did on the white, just, yeah, pick up the back loop of it like that, and let's just pop a single in there. All right, there we go. In the next one, it's a normal stitch for me, so pop another single in there. All right, here we go, and single in the next one, and then single in the next. I'll do a single in the next one as well, but I might add an extra stitch in just in case. Just in case, I don't want it to curl. So that was an increase. Right, now it's going down into those like little weird slip stitches for me now. All right, there we go. So I might just go in back loops, because if I went in through both, I'm going to lose the white really. So I'm going to pick up a back loop there and do a single, and the same again. Really got to put my hook in there. Oop. Single, yeah, and again another back loop, single, and then another stitch there, single, and now where we joined, I don't know, look, it's looking a bit odd, isn't it now? It's not really stitches, is it? It doesn't feel like easy to explain, but I'm just going to sort of skip this little section. It's not much of a section, and you know that little loop of the white there where we joined it there, just pop your hook in the side of it and then do another single. That's what I'm doing anyway, and then I'm going to go in through the normal stitch there for the next with another single. There we go, and oh, gotta get some hairs off. Another single in the next. Right, a single. Okay, see this stitch here? It's probably like another sort of slip stitch, so I'm just gonna go into the back loop like that and do a single like so, and the same here. It's a bit bumpy, bit weird, but I'm gonna grab the back of that there and just stick another single, and then yeah, basically where we did a slip stitch here or finished off, I'm going to go straight into the black there with another single. Oops, there we go. Now it's got a little hole there, so it probably could have done with actually let's take that off then, hang on, take that out. So yeah, we'll just stick it in there, hang on. So force it in there next to into the black, actually that was. So do a single and then another single to bring you into where you finished off on the last section. Single, and what can we do? Let me just double check. Yeah, I'll keep going actually, sorry, keep going. So single crochet in the next, single in the next, and then I do want to just finish here now, so just skip a section, skip one and slip stitch. There we go. All right, and then cuts. Sorry, that was a bit difficult to narrate because I'm just sort of speaking my thoughts as I'm trying to crochet freeform. Oh, it's really hard, but it's fun, and hopefully you'll learn a lot. Right, here we go. Let's flip it round. Let me just double check. Oh, I like that. I think it's going to be okay. You have to trust me. Keep going. Right. Might look a bit like a dog's dinner right now, but it will come together. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. All right, let's carry on. We can do this. Well, I can do this. I'm telling myself, really. Oh, stressful. Okay. So you can see by the image that I'm basing this on that I need to do a little bit more here with my grey. Grab your grey yarn, flip it around again. Let's flip it around. Now let me just see. Okay, so I want you to see where it sort of dips here. Have a look at your work and just sort of pop your hook in around there. All right, and now let's that's where we're going to add that grey. So we're going to start with a chain 1 and a single in the next, and a single in the next stitch. All right, and a single in the next one. They're not going to be big stitches. Single in the next, and just sort of, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. You can still see that it's dipping, so I want to just sort of join to here smoothly. So a single in the next, and what I'm going to do, just to sort of, yeah, make that lie nice and flat, is skip that section, or that like one little stitch there, and just go straight for a slip stitch to pull it in, like that. Okay, and then just cut that off, and hope for the best. Tuck it around the back. There we are, right. Okay. So now I want to add this white section there. I was just thinking whether to do it just as white or with both, because it's very broken up, isn't it? But I'm going to do it just with white, and if I feel it needs, I'll go in after with some grey just to get those little, yeah, lines in of the lip. But I'll see. So, but yeah, just in case, I'm going to stick with just white. So I'm going to flip my work again. And I want you, so where we joined this grey, that's where we're pretty much going to join this white now. So let me just pull it up. There we go. Or into the grey, actually, the first grey section we have, or stitch or whatever. That's where I'm adding the whites to do this next bit. Now I'm going to do a chain 1, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Oh, I've cut all my my back again because it was getting in my way for the tutorial, but yeah. So slip stitch in there. Now into this next section, it's a bit of a strange stitch, but it's a bit of a dip, but I'm gonna pop in a single by there, and then go straight into the next one with another single. And basically just keep going around, really. I might do a half double in the next one. All right, and it'll be an increase, so do a half double increase in the next as you come up and around this this section. Half double crochet in the next, and then let's go back down to singles. So singles, that's a single crochet. This is where we added, it looks a bit weird, but it's where we added some extra grey. So I'm just going to pop my hook in there and just do another single. Single again. Single. Let me just make sure. I might have to. Yeah, that's okay. I can probably bring those stitches up a bit, but I'll just see. So single in the next. And then as it's going down this side, I'm going to pop some half double crochets. So half double crochet in the next. I'll do that as an increase, so pop another one in. Oop, there we go, half double crochet, and again half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet in the next, just working my way just down to where we near the end of the grey, I think. But I'm going to stick with half double crochet for the time being. So another half double crochet, and again half double crochet, and again go into the single. As you get close to the end of this grey, just pop one single like that, and then let's do a slip stitch into that last section there. All right, and we'll cut that off and just see how that looks. Tuck it behind. Okay, right. Let me flip my template over. Oh yeah, I don't mind that. Yep, good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna add the grey now and start building up this shape here. Yeah, it'll start really coming together then. The rest is gonna be easy peasy. Okay, right, let me just think. Right, so where we've got the black hitting the white by there, let's just sort of count about 2 stitches. So that's where we kind of joined it. I know it's difficult to see, but 1, 2 back. That's where I'm going to join my grey. So I'll turn it sideways now. See if that helps. Grab your grey and pull it through. Whoops. Okay. Now start with a chain 1 and a single in the next stitch. Now let's see, yeah. And then where that is like a slip stitch, I'm just going to stick my hook in there. It's like grabbing up one bit of yarn and another single. And then in that back loop of this white, just pop another single in there. Yeah, and then I'll just go through both on that one. So that's that first proper stitch of the white. I'm just going to do a single in there, single in the next one, single in the next, and as you can see here, I think I can bring it up a bit, make it a bit bigger. So the next one, I'm going to do an increase. So we're going to be like that in a minute. It's going to be almost like turning it. So we need to make sure that we can turn that corner without pulling the work. So that's why I'm doing an increase. So increase, half double crochet. So it's kind of like this now. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but I'm just voicing the reasons why I'm doing it. Anyway, right. Yeah. So in the next one, half double crochet. So let's get to our taller stitches. I think we can get away with it. Half double crochet in the next, half double crochet again in the next, and I'm going to go for a double, why not? Double in the next one, just to bring it up a little bit. Double in the next one as well. And then I'm going to go a double in this one, but also in that one, I'm going to go back down to a half double, but it's like an increase, yeah? A double crochet, half double crochet, increase. What a mouthful. There we go. Right. Half double crochet in the next one. And again, half double crochet in the next. And again, keep going, half double crochet. Just keep going across the white here. Half double crochet, half double crochet. And then as you're sort of getting to this section to the left, I'm going to pop in a double crochet. So double, and it'll be an increase. So let's do an increase. Double crochet. Because look, oh hang on, whoops, pull it through. It's kind of like going that way now. So that's why I've done it to, yeah, to sort of treat this as the next side, you know. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with a half double in this one. And start bringing them back down. I'll do one more half double crochet, and then single as we get to the end of that white, and you can see I can kind of go right over really. So I'll do a single again, and then where we did the slip stitch, I'm just going to pick up the back loop there because I still want to keep a bit of white detail there. So single crochet. And then you can see here, I've got a little bit of grey here. So I'm going to stick another single in there. And then what I want to do is pretty much where we did a slip stitch here with that grey, I might just, yeah, pop another slip stitch in it like that for now. Like so. All right, so it's like that. All right, and then I'll cut that off. I'm starting to stutter now, and then. Right, here we go. Pop it around the back. There we go. Right, let me just double check. Could fill this little bit by there a sec, I reckon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so just going to add a few more, well, another row of grey, all right, just to, yeah, keep that shape. So I'm going to add my grey about there. So if I bring it up a little bit closer, you can kind of just see. So get your grey. We don't need to be big, they don't need to be big stitches, just going to do a couple of singles, I think. So let's do a chain 1. And actually I want to skip the next stitch and let's go into the next one with a single. There we go. In the next one another single, and a single in the next, single in the next, single again, and then I want to finish it off pretty soon, so I might do a chain 1 like that, skip a stitch and go into the next one with a slip stitch. There we go. Just bulks it out a bit so it doesn't get any sort of dips. Sometimes I forget to do that because it works quite well. Right, and there we go. Yep, I think that's cool. Yep, that's looking so cool, I love it. Right. Okay. Ooh, now we can get on with some black stitches and then see how it looks. Right, okay, so let's add the black now. Grab your black yarn and let's see how this looks after we've done this next bit. So, okay, so you can see here, I want to sort of add it similar on here. So it's leave a couple of the grey stitches showing, all right? And so I'm just going to leave that one and go into the next one like that. So add your black in a similar position, all right? Chain 1, whoops, right? Let's just see how it looks if we skip one. So skip one and do a single in the next. And that should really pull that nice and flat like that. And then single in the next one, single in the next, single, whoops, oh, I dropped it, hang on, just pop that back in, single in the next one, and another single. And as we sort of get into sort of this section, we can start increasing those stitches, as in increasing or making them bigger, sorry. So let's go into a half double crochet to start making those stitches bigger. Half double crochet in the next one as well. Half double crochet in the next. And sort of central to the tongue, so where that dip of the tongue is, we can kind of bring them up again, I would say. So let's just do a double in the next stitch. And I might do that as an increase as well, because you can see my stitches are really sort of leaning now to the one side. So it's time for a increase in that one. That brings it up again. And again, I'll do one more double, and then I'll go straight back down now into single crochets in the next stitch. Like that. No, not singles, I meant half double crochet. Sorry. So that's a half double crochet. Half double crochet in the next. Half double crochet in the next. And again, half double crochet. Keep on going with the half doubles until we need to start making them into singles. So I'm going to keep going a minute, half double. And then I might do in the next one, as we're going to go into sort of kind of turn the work, I guess, I'm going to do like a little increase of half double crochets in there. So half double crochet increase, and then I'm going straight into my singles now, just to until we get level with the white, I guess, here. So single in the next one, single in the next, single, single, and then I might just do a chain one, skip a stitch, and then slip stitch into the next. So just before my grey ends there. Oh, there we go, and that's my slip stitch. Just get my yarn. So, ooh. Yeah, there we go, it's fine now. Cut that off, pull through, and then just tuck that behind. So I'm going to flip my work again, and I just want to add a little bit of extra black and grey to this section here, okay, before we just go to grey. Okay, so if you put your work upside down like mine, and then if I just bring it up, you see where my work is kind of going up by here a little bit. That's why I'm going to pop or join my grey and my black. Right, hang on. Got my grey and black. So here we go. Pull it through. Only a couple of stitches this will be now. Chain one, skip a stitch, and go into the next stitch with a single crochet. Single in the next one. All right. Single in the next one, and then chain one and skip a stitch and slip stitch in the next, and we'll just finish that off. So yeah, cut that, and that bit's fine. I'm happy with that bit now, or happier. Okay, yeah, right. That's nice. I don't know whether to do with that a little bit more here. I don't know. Let me think. I will actually, yeah. So with the both shades again, black and grey, I'm going to add those two shades there on mine. All right. So let's pull them through. I'm not going to do as many on this section, but yeah. Chain one, skip one and do a single in the next. Chain one, skip one and slip stitch in the next. There we go. And then cut, finish off. Pull it through the back. Whoops, and the both shades if you can. Oh dear, what have I done? Let me just do that again. There we go. Okie dokie. Right. And now I want to just do a whole, I'm just going to do a big loop all the way around in grey. So I'm just thinking where we can start, which will look the best. Let's start in the corner, shall we? So to the right, so your work is upside down. I guess where we've joined this grey here, let's just, pop the grey in again. And just to start with, well, actually, anyway, I'll just shut up a minute. Put it through like that. Chain one. Let's get going. In the next, so I'm going to skip this little chain there, okay, and I'm going to go into the next one with a single, like so, and then single in the next one. Okay, now I'm going to get them a bit bigger. So this is actually the chain of the black. I'm going to go into the back loop and I'm going to go in with a half double crochet like that. and then I'm going to carry on half double crochet, and I'm just going to keep on going with half double crochets in each stitch. In some of them I'll do an increase, so keep on going around, keep on going, half double crochets. Now in these funny little stitches where we added earlier, I'm by there now, so I'm just going to do my best and pop stitches in where I can. As I'm coming up to the underside of the mouth section, so as I turn this corner almost, I'm going to do a double, an increase. So I'm going to do a half double crochet increase into this section, just to bring it up and around, like that. And now continue, just keep on going. Half double crochet, half double crochet, and half double crochet. And like I said, every now and again, just do a double, an increase, yeah? An increase. So I've just done another increase for myself there. Hang on, just get a bit more yarn. Right. Okay, yarn over, half double crochet, half double, and just keep on going. Half double crochet, half double, half double again. Right, and now as I'm coming around this side, again, it's not obviously officially a corner, but I'm starting to come around, I'm going to have to do another, like an increase. So I'm doing an increase as I'm turning it like this, and a half double. Oh, I'm just going to really force that in. There we go. And again, half double crochet. Now you can see there I've skipped kind of a bit. I don't know, it just naturally did it, so I'm going to do another increase there. But you won't have to do that if you manage to get one in before there. Anyway, I'm waffling. Keep going, half double crochet. Now on this side of the mouth, so we're like here now, there's plenty of grey to play with until we get to this section. So we may as well switch to double crochets. Okay, so let's go to double and make them taller stitches. Whoops, double crochet in the next, double, so just keep on going, and again double, and I can feel the need for another increase. You can sort of see my stitches are starting to split a bit, so I'm just going to pop another one in as an increase. Now again, you might not feel the need to do that, or you might have already done it. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but yeah, just try and get a feel for it. Feel for your own working stitches. Double crochet, just keep on going really. Double crochet, double, right, another one in there. So keep on going with the doubles. If I just stop a minute, I've got another gap there, but I'll sort that in a minute. So just so we don't get too carried away. So you know where where this section is there, we've got the two sort of shades. I would say 3 stitches back, you want to go back down to your singles, okay? So just don't go too far with your doubles, because you don't want it to, we only want it to be slightly grey here, okay? But yeah, I'm going to keep going. I might do an increase by there, because I said it's looking a little bit thin. And again, next one, double, just continue. Double, double again. Oh, double in the next. Hang on. And double. Keep on going. So I'm getting closer now to the top of the lip. I'm going to already at this point start bringing the stitches down. So next one I'm doing a half double. and then I'm going to do straight into a single in the next. There we go. All right, and keep on going with singles now across this section. All right, single again. I'm going to force one in there. It's not even really a stitch, but I'm popping one in anyway. Single. Whoop, single. Keep going with the singles. Single again. And then for me, I'm just going to go in a back loop there, which you don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm just going to go into a back loop by there. All right. Now, I'm doing that one as an increase. So I'll just twist it around. I want to go into this section there. It's like a slip stitch with the grey. I'm just going to force my hook in there. I'm going to do a single. All right, and then another one right in the bottom, but I might, yeah, actually I'm going to stick with that as a single as well. Now I just want to lean my stitches across. I'm sort of in the middle there of the lips. I'm going to skip this sort of section and then go in with a slip stitch like that. All right, hopefully that will still work out good. Hang on. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to do another slip stitch up there. Keep your slip stitches fairly loose, don't do them too tight. I always do them a bit tight and regret it. That's another slip stitch for me. So I'm just, yeah, I'm bringing them down a little bit smaller there. Now as you're getting up to the top side of this, the lip there, you can start bringing them back up now. So that's going to be a single crochet. And then in the next one, another single. The next one, another single. And then we can bring it up to a half double crochet like so, because we've got, yeah, plenty of space there to work with. Got all my bits of yarn everywhere that I've cut. Right, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so we're going to be sort of turning it now. So I'm going to be doing an increase in this one. So I'm going to, what did I just do then? A single or half double? Anyway, I'm just going to go in with another single as an increase in that one, treating it like a corner stitch. And I'm going to stick to singles, I think, for now, down the side, okay, of the black. Okay, here we go. So single again, single, all the way down until we basically, yeah, meet here, all the way down. Maybe as it gets into that dip bit, we can do a half double. All right, so yeah, I'll keep going a minute with my singles, but single again in that last sort of section here. I'm just going to pop in a half double because it's fine, and then where we joined and did a single crochet, let's just do another half double in that back loop, and then we can, yeah, chain one, and then you can just sort of, yeah, slip stitch into the side of the grey. There we are, and we can cut that and just make sure we're on the right track. So there we go. That's how it's looking so far. Right, before I carry on adding this section, which won't take us too long, I just want to do a little bit of surface stitching and straighten up these teeth. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you'll just watch me using my darning needle and my grey yarn just to straighten up some of the teeth. But yeah, so I will speed the video up so you're not too bored watching me. Here I go. Right, next we are going to add this white section. So grab your white and yeah, let's get started. So I think I'm going to fill in this section first just to make building that bit a bit easier. So around about where it dips there, let's just count back 2 stitches from the middle dip, okay, like so, and that's where we're going to add our white. Oop, hang on, try again. So chain 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the next, and then a single crochet in the next one, single crochet in the next, but I might, because these are our slip stitches, or if you're getting to the slip stitches, just go into the back loops of them. If it's not, go into the actual full stitch, but for me it's a slip stitch, so back loop it is. If I didn't go in the back loop, you wouldn't see that grey detail. Okay, so that's single crochet, and again for me that's a back loop, single crochet again in the next, and then I'm just going to skip one and slip stitch into the back loop of that next stitch. All right, now I'm going to cut that and pull it through the back. Right, okay, now if I just line that up a minute so I can show you where to add the next part. So we want to go to the right hand side, and let's see, sort of pick a section on yours that roughly aligns with mine. All right, so there you go. Now add your white. Now looking at the picture, I mean, we could start with a couple of chains, but I'm just going to build it up. I'm going to chain 1 and go into the next one with a single and just do a bit more of a gradual increase. Yarn over, half double in the next, yarn over, double crochet in the next one, yarn over, double crochet in the next one, yarn over, double crochet, keep going, yarn over, double crochet. Now it goes back down. So in that one there, I'm going to do an increase, but the second stitch will be a half double crochet. So half double crochet and then single in the next. We just want to make our way over to this white. So that was a single, another single, single. You might have a few more singles because obviously it depends on where you know, just about joined. That's where I joined, so I'm just going to lean over that and do a slip stitch into that first single crochet that we did. There we go. So that's how I'm going to cut that one off. We'll finish that section, hang on. Pop it through the back. Okay, so let's just build this section up a little bit more. So grab your mouth and where we joined it there, let's just join it here, just that first single crochet that we did. So we'll add the white and we'll do a chain 1, and then in the next one we'll do a single crochet, a single, and then as we get into this the little bump part, the higher part, let's bring the stitches up to higher or larger stitches. So that's going to be a half double crochet, and then in the next one I'll do another half double crochet, and I want to make that an increase, but I want the second stitch in the same space to be a single crochet. All right, so don't want it too high. Let's see, yeah, right. Yep, that'll be fine. And then what I want you to do is do just a chain 1, and then we're gonna just ignore or skip that stitch and go into the next one with the slip stitch. All right, and then we can cut that and tuck that piece of yarn behind. Here we go. Right, there we go. Right, let's add some grey up and over this section so that we can start building on the nose. So let's do this first. What we'll do is we're going to join it this side. So how about wherever you joined it here for the white, just count back about 3 stitches or thereabouts and then join your grey there. Okay, so here we go. Right, so chain 1 just to get us going. In the next one we'll do a single crochet, and then we may as well go straight up into a half double crochet in the next one. There we are. Now where we joined that white, I'm just gonna, do you see that little gap where the white went in? I'm just gonna pop a half double crochet into that same stitch where we joined the white as well, half double crochet. All right, and then in that little chain 1 that we did, I'm going to just pick up the back loop and do a stitch in that as well. So I'm going to yarn over and do a half double crochet into that back loop, like so. If I can get my hook in, I can. It's quite, there we go, it's quite tight, that is. There we go. So half double crochet in there. And then these are my normal stitches, so I'm going to half double crochet into that first one, although it is a bit, it's a bit tough. There we go. Right, my tension's really tight. Half double crochet. You can see here we can probably do double crochets now. There's a lot of space there. So let's yarn over when I get my teeth back in, and do a double crochet. I think my mouth's gone a bit dry. Oh, and a double crochet in the next one. So I nearly went on autopilot then and just started crocheting without telling you what I'm doing. Okay. Right, keep on going. Double crochet in the next one, and I'm coming up to the top here, so a double crochet there. I might do that one. So as you approach this top bump here, the hill, let's say top of the hill, just maybe do an increase in that top stitch, okay, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do an increase double crochet there. Oh, and there's something smeggy on my yarn, never mind. Right, and I'm going to carry on. So, but I'm going to go, look, so here, I need to bring my stitches down. So they need to be, when I say down, I don't mean literally going down. I mean as in smaller stitches. Oh, I can't get my words out today. I can't describe things very well. I'll get there. Okay, so in the next one, let's just do another double crochet and then half double crochet in this next stitch, and I'll work my way down that hill with smaller stitches. So it's a half double. I feel like I need to do that as an increase because it's, if you look, it's still leaning quite a lot to the one side, and it's going to be a little bit too tight and start curling my work. So for me, I'm doing that as an increase. Here we go. Right, that's fine. And then these are a few weird stitches, but I could just about squeeze some in there. So I'm just going to go half double crochet in the next, but yeah, that wasn't really a stitch. I don't know what that was. Half double crochet. And then I think this is where we did a slip stitch. Look, it's pulling. So I'm just going to pop in another half double crochet underneath that. There we go, half double crochet. And again, half double crochet in the next. All right, half double crochet in the next one. I think half double crochet is quite a good size one for that, isn't it? Yeah, look, that's fine. Keep on going with the half doubles. Half double crochet in the next. And again, half double crochet. And again. And again. Just keep on going all the way past that white. And then, right, so as we get to the end of this white, let's just bring those stitches taller again. So we're going to go in for a double crochet. double crochet like that, and again I'm going to go into that where that white slip stitch was, double crochet there, double crochet, double crochet, and then just again double crochet. All right, I think what I'll do is I'll just turn my work slightly that way, well, not slightly, it literally is turned, and I'll do that chain one and work into the stem of that double crochet. Yeah, so I'm going to pop my hook in and I'm going to do a single crochet, and then where I did that double crochet, I'm going to put in a single in the same stitch like that, skip one and slip stitch into the next. All right, there we go, and then just cut and finish off, and we'll just keep going like that until it's about the right height to start adding the black to make it look like the nose. Right. Okay, there we are, so that's how it's looking so far. Right, so how about we work on this side, because that's not far off there, so we could probably, you know, add some black there pretty quickly. So where we did these sort of stitches there, it looks kind of flat for me. Let's just go above that white, so that last white stitch that you've got, roughly pop in your hook like that above it. All right, add your grey, and we'll start with a chain one. So chain one, single crochet in the next, yarn over, half double crochet in the next, yarn over, double crochet in the next. That's it. Let me just see. And then I want to do that stitch again where I go, well, when I work into the stem. So I'm going to go chain one, single crochet in there, and I might do a half double crochet in that same stitch that we did that double crochet. So yarn over, popping it into that same space, half double crochet, and then skip a little stitch, and then just do a slip stitch to finish off like that. So starting to make that little point there. There we go. All right. Hopefully it will look good independently. I hope so. I mean, I've got bigger plans for this piece, but we'll see. Let's just add a little bit more grey this side. I've changed my mind. So at the top of that, well, we can go from here actually, because there's plenty of grey space that we can fill. So I'll go from there. So if I bring it a bit closer, and then you can sort of see where I'm going to be adding some extra grey. Here we go. Right, so chain one to get us going, single crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, half double crochet in the next, and then I'm going to do an increase in this one, a half double crochet increase. Okay, so because we've just got, if you're, and the same for you, once you get just over that tump, around about the top of that the little hill, make sure you do like an increase in it, just to make that go around easier. There we go. All right, and then let's just go back down, as we go back down into singles. So 1, 2, let's do 3 or 4. Let's have a look. That's 3. Whoops, I'm picking up all my other bits of yarn. 3, 4, and I might just do a chain 1 and skip 1 and slip stitch. Oh, there we go. There we are. cut that, pull through and pop it around the back. There we are. All right, there we go. So grab your grey and let's add a little bit more before we start doing the black of the nose. So this is where I'm going to be adding the grey. So pull it through. Okay, now I'm going to just bring it up a little bit taller. So let's do 1, 2, 3 chains, and in the next stitch we'll do a double crochet. There we go. And then in the next one we'll do, actually in the set, no, what we'll do in the next one we'll do a single crochet. So let's just bring them straight back down. Single crochet in the next, and keep on single crocheting all the way down until about the middle by here, where the sort of, yeah, where you can see the middle there of those two hills. Okay, so single crochet, single again, and another single there, and keep on going. One, I'll just do another 2 more, I think. And there, that's my last single. And what I'll do, I'll just slip stitch into the next just to finish that bit off. There we go. Pull that behind the back. Then a few little little sparkly bits. Right, okay. So what I want to do, I'm going to keep on adding to this section. Not much more, but okay. So where we just added, we did chain 3. So in the top of that chain 3, I'm going to add some more grey. All right, here we go. So pull your grey yarn through. Now if we just do chain 2 and then half double crochet into the same chain, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and then I want you to just slip stitch into the next and finish off. Okay, just building that bit up. So cut that, and then we'll just tuck it around the back. Whoop. There we are. Let me see if that's working all right for me here. Okay, yeah, so then that just gives me, I can just go straight here into with the black. So yeah, that's going to be easier for me. Okay, right, and I want to do the same on this side as well. Let me just pull that a little bit tighter. So on the right hand side, or the left hand side I should say, what am I on about? Left hand side, around about here, the top of that peak, that's where we're going to add the grey again. So let's just do that. So pull it through, and then I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to yarn over, and in the next one do a double crochet. Ooh, I can't. There we go. Double crochet, and then I think I'll do that chain 1 and a couple of stitches into the stem of that last double crochet. So I'll do a single crochet to start with, and then I might do, well, I will do a half double crochet into the same space that we did that double crochet. All right, and then single in the next one, and then slip stitch into the next. There we are, cut that. Just, yeah, little by little, just building it up. Right, here we go. So let's get the black. Let's get the black and get started. Hang on. Right then. Okay, so we'll start obviously on the right hand side, And what we'll do, we'll just push our hook in like that. It's not quite at the peak, but it's that first stitch. Okay, pull in your black like this. Let's start with a chain 1 and single crochet into the next stitch. Go into a half double crochet in the next one. Whoop, there we go. And then I'm going to go into a double crochet in the next. And then I'm going to keep doing my double crochets down here. So we're going to go double crochet again. So that's 2. You may have, you know, an extra stitch or less stitches than me, but just keep going with the double crochets as you head down to the, this section, the middle base, the bottom, the lowest part. Hey, got it. Double crochet, double crochet. Right, hang on. Okay, double crochet again. Right. Now, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to do a double crochet in this stitch, right? And what I want to do is do an increase in it, right? An increase double crochet. You can sort of see where I am. I just want to lean it against the side. So I'm going to lose quite a few stitches in that little, in that little nose section. So that's, for me, it's going to be that's 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. So in the 5th stitch, I'm just going to skip a load and pull that in like that. All right. Get rid of that little hair. Sorry. Like that. All right. So let's just have a quick look. Because if I carry on going all the way there and then I got to go all the way up again, it's just going to end up having too many stitches. So that's what I'm going to do. And that gap, we can just go in with a darning needle and pin them together, stitch it together after. So that's no problem. So let's cut that black off. And remember, you can just do it exactly how you, you don't have to do it exactly how I'm doing it. In terms of the amount of stitches, but when you think, oh yeah, I'm roughly where Rhiann is, I'll try and do that technique now and lean across. But yeah, so just keep going with it and experiment. So now what I would do is measure it again on my picture. It's a little bit thick up there, but by the time I go into that with the grey, it'll be fine. Let's have a look. Now I'm thinking of like joining here and then just sort of filling in this gap with a couple of stitches in black. So I'll show you a bit closer. So I'm just joining there, which I'll count them 1, 2, it's the 3rd stitch back. Here we go. So let's pop the black in, chain 1, single in the next, half double crochet in the next one. So I'm still on the black. Right, here we go. Now I'm going to go into that stitch where we did the slip stitch. So I'm going to go half double crochet into that same space like that, and then skip a stitch, because I'm if I skip a stitch, it's going to pull it in nicely. So I'm going to skip that and do a single in the next one, like so, and again in the next one a single, and then slip stitch in the next stitch. And for me, it just so happens I'm going into a back loop because it's a little bit of a small stitch, whether it was a chain, I think. There we go. So that's what I've done, and cut that, pull through, and then tuck it around the back. Right. Oh, I don't know what that is. Look, a bit of fuzz. Ugh, it's annoying. Right. Right, so what I'll do is around about here I'm gonna join the grey and the black together. So grab those two yarns, hang on, and then let's pull them through. Here we go. So I'm not going to do a chain one, I'm just going to go straight into the next one with a single crochet, like that. Single crochet in the next as well. Single crochet in the next one. Whoops. Single crochet in the next one. And then, yeah, what I'm going to do is let's just have a look. So I have got another stitch here, but yeah, I'm not going to work into that because I think it will stop pushing and curling my work, because it curls in a sense that it's got too many stitches rather than pulling it and curling it. So we don't want too many stitches either, if you can help it. So I've got that little stitch there, but I'm going to skip it and just go straight in for a slip stitch, like that. All right, and pull there. Any sort of gaps, I'll go in at the end and just stitch them together, but you won't see them. You don't have to do that though either, but you can if you want. Hang on, let's just pull that on the back. Oh, there we go. Right. There we are. Okay, so let's just add a bit more grey down the side. Okay, so right, I'm going to, on the left hand side, I'm going to add the grey about here. So join yours as well. Okie dokie. Right. So chain one to start with, and in the next we'll go straight into a single crochet. All right, do a single in the next one, and then yarn over and do a half double crochet in the next space, the next stitch I should say, and half double crochet in the next one. All right, and just keep on going like that a minute. Half double crochet again in the next one, and then I might do a double crochet in this one. All right, double crochet in the next one, and then all the way down the side here to about here. Let's keep doing double crochets. So I'll count mine, but you don't have to have the exact same amount of stitches as me. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. I'll do one more, I think, 9, and then 10 in there. There we go. Right, then at this section, I'm going to go skip 1, 2, and I want to lean the side of that double crochet down like that. So I'll just try it first. If it is too tight, then I can do an increase, but for now I'm just going to try it and see how we get on. So I'm pulling it down. Yeah, I think that works all right for me. Okay, but if you find that it's made it go, oh, it's too tight, do an increase and do the same. Skip 2 and slip stitch. All right, and cut that off, and then pull it around the back. Ooh, there we go. All right, that's that bit. Right, and we'll do the same on this side. So let me just double check, because La, da, da, hang on. Yeah, I think round about there. So have your work at the side like mine, and then we're going to add some grey around about there. Now for me, that black section is roughly, look, my hook is lying like that, so I'm going straight across. And that's where I'm going to add the grey. So get your grey. Here we go. And hang on, let me just get my hands ready. Chain 1 to start with, and then single crochet in the next one. Half double crochet in the next, double crochet in the next one. And I'm just going to keep going at the side with double crochets. And again, oh, actually, look, see that there? So at any point where you're going across and then your stitches are leaning that way, put an increase in that stitch. So that's what I'm going to do now, is an increase in there like that. There you go. And then that looks much better. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going now with double crochets all the way across the side of the mouth. That's 2, this is 3, 4, 5. And you don't have to have the same stitches as me. I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm counting, but you don't really need to be, I don't really need to be counted because yours might be different. So keep on going all along the side with your double crochets. All right. And a dog hair or cat hair, I don't know. Double crochet in there, can't get it in. Hang on, there. Another double crochet. There is it. Yeah. Oops. Hang on, I'm running out of yarn. So here we go, keep going. I think once we get to, this sort of section, start bringing them down again to smaller stitches. So in that one, I'm going to do a half double, and in the next one, I'll do another half double, like that, and again, half doubles. Half double again in the next one, half double again, and again half double. And look, I could probably lean that across, and so it's about a couple of weird stitches there, the parts that we added and built up for the side of the nostril. I'm going to just lean across that and slip stitch like that to pull it together. Pull it through and then tuck it behind. So I'll just move that. There we are. Right, the next thing we're going to do is add some of the white underneath, well, on the chin. Okay, so let's start building that shape. So flip it around and let me just give you an idea of where to join yours. Wait a moment. About there's good. Okay, so if I give you a closer look, that's where we're going to be joining the white. So get your white, and here we go. Let's chain 2 to start with and go half double crochet into the next one. All right, there we go. In the next one, we do a double crochet. Double crochet in the next one. And again, all the way underneath, double crochet, double crochet again, double crochet, another double one, double crochet, and you know where we joined that grey here, I'm just going to do another double crochet in there, and also a half double in the same as an increase, like so, and then I'll chain 2, and then I will slip stitch also into that same stitch that we just did that increase, like so, and cut that. So it's all going into that one last stitch by there. All right, like that. I'll just turn it around for you to see. So now I'm going to build some of the grey around. Get a bit of a chin. So what we'll do is where we joined the white, let's just count back 4 stitches, let's say. So that's where I'm going in there. All right, and that's where I'm going to get my grey and join. Okay, so if you chain 1 to begin with and then single in the next stitch, yarn over, half double crochet in the next and double crochet in the next stitch. So what I want to do now, so I can just carry on crocheting on that white, so we did a chain 2, I think, didn't we, to start with? So in that first stitch, I think it was the half double crochet, let's do a single like that and a single in the next one, and now we can build that up again. So we'll go half double crochet in the next, half double crochet again, and oops, hang on, there we go, and double crochet in the next one, so roughly about the midpoint of those white stitches, another double crochet in the next one, and in that, well, in the middle-ish one, I'm going to do an increase, which I'm doing right now. So double crochet increase, and then double crochet in the next, half double crochet in the next one, half double crochet in the next one, and I want to bridge this gap, okay, as seamlessly as possible. So I'm going to do a half double crochet in that stitch there, and then are these my chains? Yeah, these are my little chains, but I'm going to do, just going to pick up maybe a back or, well, one of the loops of the chain and do another half double crochet in there, and then in the next sort of chain I'm going to do a double crochet. Whoop, here we go. So try a double one. There we go. Yep. And then what's the best thing I can do? I think I can get away with, if you get your work and you sort of lean it like that again, and then sort of figure out where your hook can go, right? For me, it wants to go into that one to do a slip stitch, and that it's 1, 2, 3, 4th stitch, but lean it across like that and just see where yours would lay the flattest. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch. Do you see that? And yeah, I haven't got a great explanation for that other than it just lies a lot nicer, and then we can just carry on building on it from there. So there we go. So that's how that part is looking so far. All right, now let's carry on. Right, come on. Almost there. So let's do more. Wait there. Right, so we joined it about here, and I think pretty much we can join it in the same place. Let's just add some more grey. I'm just unraveling this. There we go. So, right, chain 1. Oops, I'm unraveling a bit already. Right, single crochet into the next stitch, which is what I'm doing, all right? And then in the next one, do another single. Okay, right, so half double crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next. And as we get closer to this section of the chin, you can start, doing double crochets, but at the moment I'm gonna half double crochet there and another half double crochet. Right, so at this point, if you can see where I am, I'm going to do that as an increase, but the next stitch for the increase is going to be the double crochet, just to bring them up again. Then double crochet in the next one. Whoops, hang on. Double crochet in the next, and again in the next one. That's around about the midpoint, I'd say, isn't it? Yeah, roughly. Double crochet in the next, and I'm going to do that as an increase, but only because you can see my stitches are looking a little bit gappy, so I want to, I don't want them to start, being my work to be a bit too tight. Hang on. I haven't really got my words with me today, honestly. I can't describe what I'm trying to... I can't really piece together sentences to describe what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Right, so yarn over, and as we're going back down, let's turn that into half double crochets. Half double crochet in the next one. Half double crochet in the next. We don't want this side to be too big. Single in the next one, and I'm just going to do singles to pass over the point that we did the slip stitch there, and maybe go to maybe this section here. So here we go, single again, single. Now as I'm getting closer to this bit that we really had to stretch across, we might have to pull it tight a bit. I'm holding it now with my middle finger at the back, so I can go straight into it with a single. There you go, that holds it there. And a single crochet again, single, and before I go up and around there, you want to stop. So we'll just go one more single and then a slip stitch and sort of finish around about there. I'll just show you before I cut that. All right, let's move that. All right. Let's cut that off. Oops, I nearly lost it. Oh dear. Yeah, because I film it over, well, I was hoping to do this project all in one day, which I could have, but I've been dipping in and out over the last few days just to, picking up where I left off. And today I'm just like, oh, can't really explain. So hopefully it doesn't ruin the end of the tutorial for you. Okay, so the next part I want to do is just add a little bit of grey for the top of the nose there. So this is where I'm going to be joining the grey for myself. So if you want to do the same, I'll just count that. So let me just think. It's about a chain, single, so it's 1, 2, 3, in the 4th stitch, that is for me, if you can see that. And I know it's hard because it's black, I do apologise, but there you go. So pull in that grey there. Now, let me just have a little bit of a play. I want to take away some of this black by, I don't know, doing longer stitches and going into it, but I'm just, see if it works. So let's start by chaining 1, single crochet into the next one, right? And then if you yarn over, and rather than go into that next stitch, I'm just going to stick my hook in between some of the stitches here and then just pull it up, and then you just kind of pull it a bit so it brings it up to the right height, and do a half double crochet. Do you see? So I'm just going to break up some of the black, all right? But then obviously I won't crochet underneath there. I'm just going to ignore it. and I might just do a single in the next one. All right, and I'll do something similar again. I'll just yarn over, and I'm going to be a bit more random about it and poke it down there. And then there we go, pull it up, and I'm just going to do a half double crochet again. There we go. And then I might just, yeah, go in for a single here. And then yarn over. I'm going to do a half double crochet in the next one into the normal stitch though. And then same again, half double crochet into that one as a normal stitch. Oops, nope, do it again, hang on. There we go. All right. And then into the, is that like a stitch there? Yeah. So I'm kind of going to just lean across and just slip stitch into the top of the black there. There you go, skipping a couple of stitches, so it's going to pull it up a bit, but that's what I like. It's going to be fine. There we go. So that's what it's looking like so far. Cut that and then just tuck it behind. There we go. There we go, like that. Okay, so before we finish, I just want to do one last thing with you. So you know this section here, it's bothering me, so we can just yeah, smooth this little gap here, but I'm going to be basically finishing around here and slip stitching into one of these stitches by here, okay? So to do that, let's just grab our grey. And you want to join it somewhere. So around about where the teeth are, let's just pop our hook in there. All right. So for this one, pull it through, but don't chain. Oh, actually, no, do a chain. We'll do a chain and we'll skip a stitch instead. So we'll skip that one. In the next one, we'll do a single. So it just lies a little bit smoother. I think so anyway. That's why I'm doing it. Single in the next one, single in the next one, and I'm thinking we could just do singles all the way really, so keep doing singles until I change my mind. Single all the way across. So here's, I'm getting close to where we finished off on a previous round, okay, or row, so I'm just gonna, yeah, keep going. Single, oops, pulling out a bit, there we go. Single, and I'm just going to keep on going until we joined the chinny part here, the chinny chin X section. So there we go, another single, oops, single, just a couple of them all the way down, just to, yeah, let it look a bit nicer. Hang on. Right, so that's where we joined it there for the chin. Okay, so I'm going to go into that same space with the single, and then I'm going to skip this chain one or whatever we did there and go into that first stitch with a slip stitch. All right, there we go, and now I feel a bit better. So pull that out and tuck it around the back. Ooh, there we are.
And that's the end of the video. Well done if you did make it this far. I'm super impressed. It's time for me to go and finish this and finish that, put them together and make a whole portrait that I can share with you next week. And yeah, I'm totally ready for the next tutorial. I hope you are. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.